Hey everybody, it's 2019, first episode of the year, and we're talking about how we set goals. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to the 88 Show. This is the internet's only dental show where we're talking about what matters most in marketing. I am your host, Joshua Scott. This is episode 102, kicking off 2019, first episode of the year. Jay Moore's back behind the camera. What's up, man? Ready for another great year. This first episode, man, we're gonna be talking about goals, right? It's January, it's 2019. Let's talk about goals. We recently got together as a team for what I call our first Monday of the year. And we had the sense of like, hey, what was working with 4 to 5 people around this table is no longer working with 10 to 12 people. And so there was a little bit of like a recalibration that needed to happen. And so we spent the Monday talking about how we use time, workflow, time management, all these things. But we also talked about goals for 2019, things that we see as a company. And so I wanted to kind of share those with you, but first back up and talk about how we set goals and approach them from the start. All right, so when we approach goals, we approach it a little bit differently because I'm gonna give you some principles here that kind of affect how we strategize around goals. And the first one is, man, it feels inauthentic to expect people to care about a number that we just pull out of nowhere. And I don't know about you, but man, I've been in businesses, I've been in organizations that literally kind of just pull this number out of the air and go, here is our goal for the next year. And sometimes the team can affect that, sometimes they can't. And so some of it just seems like it's inauthentic, like it's this fabricated kind of number. And I don't know that always, like in business, bigger equals better either. Or I don't know that the chase, right? The race in business is just getting bigger for the sake of getting bigger, for bigger numbers, regardless of what that means. And so number one, I think it's inauthentic to expect people to care about a number that we just make up, okay? Number two is we don't need something fake to accomplish something real. And my problem with goal setting sometimes is when we pull these arbitrary numbers out of the sky and we're like, hey, bigger is better, faster is better, more is better. It can seem fake, it can seem made up. And we don't have to do that, like manufacture that to actually do something real. And so goals for me need to be about health, and they need to be about moving in the right direction, progress more than they need to be bigger, better, faster, all that, okay? So that's number two. Number three, we're just not willing to make the cultural compromises to meet goals. And so here's what I mean by that. If you pull out a number from the sky, right? And it's typical corporate America goals, bigger, better, faster, more, then at some point within an organization, you're probably gonna face an opportunity where if we can meet the goal, if we do this, but maybe it compromises the culture. And that's just something I'm not willing to do. When we keep health, when we keep progress at the kind of core of what we're trying to do and vision, then it makes that better. And so I don't feel this pressure to kind of pull out these arbitrary numbers, these fake artificial numbers, and then make compromises culturally to meet those, okay? So that's number three. Number four, man, we expect good work on a daily basis. One of the things I told these guys is we have a lot of remote work opportunities in our culture. Most of our work is independent, it's remote. I told them the assumed status is you are working. You know, like we just expect good work on a consistent basis. If we all do that, it's gonna lead us in some really great places, but some of that we may be able to foresee, some of that we won't. But if we just expect good work and deliver that, that's the goal. And then last is goals don't equal health. They just don't. Sometimes they do, sometimes, you know, I'm not saying this is like all the time, every case, but goals don't always equal health. And so sometimes we put up this whole list of goals and that may not be the direction we need to go in. And so for us, it became a question of let's redefine health, organizational health, cultural health in different ways than these arbitrary numbers of let's hit X amount of million and X amount of new clients and all these things that tend to come with it. And so that's a little background on kind of how we maybe approach goals a little bit differently. And so with that being said, let's jump into some of our goal setting process for 2019. All right, so that being said, man, our goal process is less about numbers than it is about questions. I'm a huge fan of questions, and so there's really 3 things I am going to ask our team, ourselves, the company when we're getting into setting goals, okay? And so number 1 is, did we serve our clients better? Did we serve our clients better? Because again, goals don't equal health, but we're trying to go after health, right, as an organization. So first question, did we serve our clients better? And we all answered this at the table a few Mondays ago and went around and kind of talked about it. Specific ways we served clients better, ways we could serve them even better in the future. And so for us, that's it, man. That's the center of what we do. It's our clients, it's serving them. Number 2 is, did we work better together? As a team, did we work better together? So again, the goal is health, right? So serving clients, cultural health, organizational health. And so again, man, we talked about this as a team, like in 2018, how did we work together better? Like, what did we implement? In 2019, what needs to happen so that we work together better again? And then the last question I like to kind of go into is, what do we see for 2019? What do we see? And so for me, it's less about goals in the traditional sense, like these numbers, and it's more about vision. It's more about, here's some stuff that we can see. Because what I've learned along the way is the path is reliable. The future is probably a little foggy. I mean, like, let's just be honest. The future can be foggy. So let's not try to pretend to be fortune tellers and figure out where it's going. Let's know that our path is reliable. And then let's kind of talk about some things we could see in the potential future. All right. So here's some things for Studio 88 2019. I'll share some of our goals with you and how we do that and kind of some of the progress we're hoping to make. All right, guys, so when we sat down and we're thinking about 2019 and some specific goals, when I say all that, it's not that we don't have specifics, but here's kind of some things we're seeing in 2019. One of them is we had to rework our meeting structure on Mondays. And so that already happened this morning, but really just kind of split up into teams, creating some team leaders, prioritizing projects. Because again, what was working at 4 to 5 people is not working at 9, 10, 12. And so really had to recalibrate on that. We've got this whole other space over in here that we want to finish out. Our team's just getting bigger, so we want to make that a priority to get some really usable workspace. You may have saw that on social media last week. You'll see a finished product coming soon. We need to hire a second project manager. We're in a season where our clients, we had a lot of growth last year. We need to bring on that second kind of key person in that space. We're starting a Studio 88 blog this year. So, I mean, I've been writing articles for a long time, but all these guys back here are going to get on board. We're going to create a plan. Everybody's going to write an article once a month. We're going to release one, help us create some content there. Want to prioritize leadership this year for me specifically, but also for some of the team as well, and really just kind of taking that step to the next level. Focusing on what I call our 100 true fans. I'll be the first one to tell you, we're not like this dental marketing company that's going to work with thousands of clients. That's just not our model. That is not our passion. Our passion is to find that like 100 true fans, those clients that really connect with us, that we connect on values, and then work with them and then figure out how do we reach another 100 true fans of our work, of our organization that we can partner with. So that was a goal. 2 big events on the calendar this year, man. We're headed to the Delivering Wow conference in March. Most of the team is going to that, so we're really looking forward to being a sponsor there and helping Anissa Holmes create some amazing content. And then also we have a fall trip with Free to Smile, which is a cleft surgery organization. Man, we're so stoked for that. Some of us are going to be on site. We're going to be blowing up social media and just really giving back to them. And then last, we started all these new brand projects last year, personal brands, and we want to see that continue to grow into new spaces and kind of let that take on its own life of its own. So those are some things that we see, man. They're goals, they're visions. If one of them doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. But that's how we approach it. Less fabricated, kind of artificial numbers, and more about vision and what we see. Because like I said, it's more driven by strategy. I feel like we know where this is going, like the direction's good. The future's a little fuzzy. I'm not gonna pretend. I'm not gonna be a fortune teller about where I see things in 5 years, because the truth is, I just don't know. And that's never really worked for me. That's kind of not my jam. But it's going, this is the direction. We feel really great about this. Here's some things we see along the way. And so guys, that's how we approach goals. Maybe that helps you. Would love to know your thoughts on it. Maybe you're completely opposite and you're like, man, this is a bunch of crap and we do it differently. That's cool. Would love to hear your thoughts. This month's article, if you want to take a look, the link is down below. It's called How We Use Time. And it's really looking at just more than goals, but like workflow and communication and time management as a team. It came directly from that first session I did with the team. Other than that, man, best place to find me online is at Instagram, at Joshua Scott. Hit me up there. Would love to hear your comments, thoughts, questions, all that stuff. And yeah, man, until next time, you feel good? First episode, 2019. That's it. Guys, thanks so much. I'll see you next time.